What is good, everybody? The Uncontrolled Podcast with Akasha. No, I had it right over there, and On Fire's down in the corner, kind of in the middle. Yeah.
Hi.
I hate this. I can't ever get it right. Oh, never mind. My fingers are all stupid yet.
You'll eventually get it right.
Well, yeah. I mean, but that's after messing with it, a lot. So, how's everybody's week been? Oh, God. So, Sam is not here because he had some family stuff to get taken care of. As you guys know, he's a minor. So, he kind of has to do what the fuck his parents...
business out there like that.
He's underage in both our respective countries.
Put his business out like that, man.
Well, I think everybody knows that he's underage. But, yeah, he, I don't know, his parents dragged him out to do some shit and, last minute. And it was like, oh, okay. We're going somewhere. He's like, no, I got shit to do. I don't care. You're going. It's like, oh, fuck. And, of course, he can't be like, no, because, he's,
I'm staying home.
Yeah. They're like, no, you're going.
I would.
Get your ass in that car.
Well, okay, so if your kid was 17 years old, you'd make him go with you everywhere.
You're not 18, living in my house.
See, no. Okay, so if my kid's 16, 17 years old, and I know he ain't gonna burn the motherfucker down, go on in and stay home. You ain't gotta eat no pizza with us or nothing.
Listen, at that point, I'd have cameras all over that home. Before I left, I'd be sure to be checking in on them.
No, I ain't dragging my kid to shit like that, because I hated going to stuff like that.
You might hate it, but later on, you would be thinking that they did. Like,
why?
They drugged me out.
Why? I hate my relatives. Why the fuck would I want to go see these old bastards? No, I want to know. Gosh, I want to know. Give me an example of the time your parents dragged you out somewhere and then you're like, oh, I like it now.
Yeah, going over relatives' house.
Why? Why would you? Why?
And then I found other shit to do. I ended up started riding horses, getting on horses bareback and shit, just riding off in the goddamn countryside. They'd look for me for hours. Fun time.
Well, I guess that's true. So that's why Sam's not here, because he was, he's barebacking on horses and stuff. What about you, On Fire? What has your week been up to?
Doing adult shit, paying bills,
grown people shit, basically.
and taking care of money issues, taking care of kid issues. Having a little fun on the side,
Them are kind of adult stuff.
Yeah, adult stuff. And then, of course, participated in a UHC.
Oh, that was fun.
And...
Yep.
Oh, and screwed up a stream last night. I just logged into a stream on Minecraft, of course, and I hit a button and ruined everything, and then logged off.
Oh my god, yeah.
I was a super troller. I didn't mean to, of course.
He's like, he walked up and punched a button, and then
I saw buttons. I was like, well, is this the button that will take me to where they are? Push. Oh, hi everyone, but I noticed that you're not where you were. Okay, I'm gonna log off now.
So basically, he teleported everyone back to him rather than him teleporting himself to where they were.
Yeah, I basically reset their game. They had to go and do it all over again.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
No, everybody else transported themselves, and I was redoing the one that I was having so much trouble with.
Yeah. The parkour. Because Akasha sucks ass at parkour. And it's fucking hilarious.
It was funny.
So, the UHC, we can't, of course, reveal the results of the UHC because, even though the last episode of the UHC might be going up the day that this goes up on YouTube, we can't say it because of the fact that it will, people still see it on Twitter. Mm-hmm. Or Twitch. Welcome to the stream, Night Eye. That's it.
We have 2 episodes out now, so...
Yes, 2 episodes today. And I think there's 5 total.
There's 1 tomorrow.
1 tomorrow, so that's 3 tomorrow. 3... No, so yeah, we won't be done until Saturday with the UHC uploads.
Right.
So yeah, I guess we can't tell you who won. I'll tell you right now, I didn't win. It sucked. But I had fun. I enjoyed doing it, and we'll be doing another one within the next couple weeks, I think. We're just basically waiting.
And white boy put my business out there in the street to my how bad I suck at Minecraft.
Oh, that was funny as shit. We were talking shit.
Most of them already knew. They were forewarned by somebody else other than us.
Oh yeah. Oh,
We were just reading
I heard that Akasha. She's kind of clumsy and all that. What the hell?
Who said that?
Was it Mister?
Mr. V. Yeah.
See, I wasn't talking shit. I talk shit because I love you.
You talked shit about me though.
I didn't.
Yeah. What's his name went like he's like who we have to worry about? Do we got to worry about anyone?
Oh yeah.
Fire?
Okay.
Fuck on fire.
Yeah. That's not talking shit though. That's different. I was just stating my opinion.
Well, Mac and Akasha still got full health, and white boy act like he didn't even hear that. He just, oh man, I can't wait to something.
Because I was trying to, I was nervous as a motherfucker for two reasons. All right. So when you get thrown into a UHC, when you get thrown into a team in the UHC, usually it's with other people who you don't know. So I'm nervous because I ain't never talked to this motherfucker before today, or before the the day we did the UHC. And I've never done a UHC either. So, like, I don't really know all that, what exactly to do besides what I watched Akasha do, which wasn't very good instructions when she uploaded the last UHC. So I'm like, alright, well, I don't know what to do. I'm so nervous and shit like that, and that's why, I was just ignoring everything. And then, yeah. Alright. So,
although I am very proud of you, Akasha, for sticking true to the oak.
oh, yeah.
Yes,
Noticing that Mac was starting to go and hit on some other trees. You're
It
like,
was
no, you're
spruce,
not going to get
wasn't
no
it?
apples out of that. He was doing that of so you have spruce, which is the darker tree,
Oak.
then you have the oak, and then you have the birch, which is the white.
Well, and there's other ones too, the jungle wood,
Yep,
all that kind of
jungle.
stuff. And even because it is on 1.8, so I think there's like 5 other types that were implemented as well. But it was fun, and we will be doing another one.
Information, I retained it.
I definitely think you learned a lot more.
Oh yeah,
this
yeah,
one,
definitely.
too.
Just in
Mac
between.
helped you out with that.
Well, yeah, even just in between the last UHC and this one we just did, you learned a lot,
Well, next time I'm gonna try to make my own tools because I was watching other videos. Oh, Akasha's just now getting this achievement. No, I would have got the achievement, but Mac already made some, so why make it? And we're in the room.
Oh yeah, well, and I think it's in the next episode of talking shit because of that. What up, Mad Kills? Welcome out to the stream.
I'm like, these motherfuckers think I ain't did shit.
Well, honestly,
Well,
like,
in Mac's view, it just looked like you just followed him around like a sick puppy.
damn,
I'm
that's fucked.
I'm just saying. In his view, that's what it looked like. All right. I watched your view. I understood. All right. But
Yeah.
in his view,
Yeah, it was pretty fun though. I enjoyed doing it, and I'm glad that we did it, and I'm glad that we're gonna be doing another one. Like I said, within hopefully the next 2 or 3 weeks. I think he's found the seed for us. We're basically just kind of like waiting until we can finish uploading this UHC, and then maybe a week after this UHC is uploaded, we'll be doing the new one. So I'm excited for that. Kasha, what have you been up to this week?
Kids' homework.
Same as last week, basically.
see, nothing goes on in our lives, man, that is really entertaining, unfortunately.
I
wish-
play over 9,000 zombies though. It was fun.
Yeah, I saw you play that. I came in like towards. I always end up fucking going in towards the end of the damn stream. I'm like, no.
Me and Snoopy Adventures are on Tuesdays, so we usually do it on Tuesdays.
Yep. You been playing any other games? New games, guys?
And now I'm making up a list of games that I need to play. I haven't really had a chance to play anything this week or do a review on anything either.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how's the blog going?
well, there's one review up there. It's not a complete full review, but it's basically like what I like to call a pending review. Part of it's up there, but there's more to come because I'm still playing the game.
Mm-hmm. So it's it's kind of a review that's ongoing.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool.
I did put my trailer up.
Oh yeah. With as you elegantly said, and 8-Bit was like, quit calling it that. The little African kids music.
The African kids singing, yeah.
It was good. It was really good. And only thing I can suggest for that, and I was going to talk to you about this, is you should have put your voiceover in the beginning, like like it kind of explained what you do and stuff like that.
And then I switched it to the end. I just said like, thank you for stopping by.
Well, no, I
Since
just
we're giving out opinions too, that was a little bit low on the volume of the
your vocal.
there.
Well, I didn't. You know how my mic is in the gain, so I had turned the gain down because I could hear you hear. Shh.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, give me 1 second. You guys talk about the subject here. I'm gonna post it in the chat for you guys. I can hear my oven going off, and my mom's not getting it. This is one of the topics that we're gonna talk about. It's about GameStop basically thinking about selling used DLC. So have fun with that, and I'll be right back. Sorry.
That's a thing, all time.
How do you sell used DLC? Are you talking about like DLCs as in hard copies? I only know DLCs as in digital copies.
Yeah, I did not
How
know.
can you resell them?
That's what I want to know. And like codes, they're usually codes. Yeah, you download them.
You-
So how can you reuse them? Can
You
like,
shouldn't be
easily-
able. No, you shouldn't be able to do any of that. So
like Indie Gala, whatever that does the games I get most of my free games from and cheap deals or whatever. They do have a like on your account. They have a unclaim button. So maybe you can unclaim the DLC. Like so it won't be on your Steam account anymore. Something like that. That's the only way I'm thinking.
then that sounds like you lose out on you purchased that DLC. So
Yeah, it would have been a waste of money if you just give it away.
So sorry about that, guys. She fell asleep, and so the oven was still going off. So yeah, you guys read the article or pulled it up?
I'm reading it now, but I'm just
we were talking about it, discussing how it's possible.
Yeah, the possibility of doing it is really weird. What do you guys think it's something that is kind of okay, or do you think
No.
this is kind of stupid?
are they gonna sell it for half price or what? I mean, how they gonna do that? And how do we know if it's used or not? Like,
Well, okay, so see, when me and Sam, because he brought this topic up, and we were sitting and had a little discussion about it. From what I'm guessing is, say like I buy like Borderlands 2 or something like that. I buy the physical copy at GameStop, and I have the DLC as well. I buy the DLC, 2 months later I buy all the DLC. Well, I want to sit, and then now technically I have the Game of the Year edition. Well, I want to be able to sell it at, let's say, the Game of the Year edition price. But you can't do that because you only have the physical copy of the game. So maybe they'll, like, in future games, they'll implement it where the actual DLC is on the disc, or gets put on the disc or something like that. That way, when you sell it back, you can sell it back with the DLC. I don't know how they're gonna do it, and it's a little weird. Like I said, I wasn't able to go over the the article all that much. But I do think that it will. It has its benefits, but it also has its downfalls, I guess, because in that gives developers more of a an option to basically take parts out of the game. Like if they're going to do it with like having the DLC on the actual disc, they're going to they take it. I'm trying to think how to explain it. So basically, how a lot of developers have been like how they do day one DLC, instead of you actually downloading the full DLC pack when you go buy it, you're downloading a patch that unlocks the DLC on the disc. Well, that's kind of fucked up. Basically, what they're doing is they're taking content out of the game and selling that separately as DLC. So I do think that is kind of, if this ends up becoming a normal thing, that people are going to start doing that more and more often, which I don't think is right because of the fact that,
Well, the way that the article states, they have to have an agreement between the
of course they do.
retailers and the publishers. So this is just something that's thought about. It's not anything
That's set in stone or anything like that.
So
Just a
we don't
discussion
have to,
kind of thing.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it happening within the next few years, because I would assume this would take quite a long time to be able to initiate or roll out. Just being able to resell a DLC from a game is definitely difficult to figure out how that they would even go about doing that.
Yeah.
Digital content, number one, in my opinion, should be less expensive than the hard copy content.
Oh yeah, we went over that plenty of times.
Right.
It should be cheaper than physical copies.
And same with the DLCs. Now, some games DLCs are only like with The Walking Dead, DLCs were only like $2 to $3. But
What deals? Oh yeah, because the 400 days or whatever, something like that was the I know.
But I never really cared about DLCs. To be honest, I rarely ever buy DLCs. The only thing that I might buy DLCs now for is for The Sims 4. That's it. Every other game that I have that had any DLCs come out, I didn't purchase. I just played the stock game, enjoyed every minute of it, and went from there.
The only DLC I ever buy is story-based DLC, or if it comes with the game via Game of the Year editions, which I honestly do. For instance, Akasha, because she's amazing, bought me, I think it was Batman Arkham City, which was the Game of the Year edition, and I was like, well, considering I think the non Game of the Year edition was like $3, and for $2 extra, you got the Game of the Year edition, which comes, of course, with all the aesthetic stuff, extra, I guess, skins and stuff like that. I don't know exactly what it comes with, but it comes with story DLC as well. So I'm like, okay, if a story DLC or expansions, as they were, called before, I think that's amazing because that's awesome. Expanding the story that already is, hopefully amazing is great. But when it comes to, yeah, like as you said, like skins or aesthetic stuff, I'm just like, it's not, fuck it. I'm not gonna waste my time with that.
All right.
Yeah, I wait till they're dirt cheap. Like if I do buy, like you say, the story. Like
Where they're
the
bundled.
story, then I'll buy them for 99 cents or something.
Yeah, but I do give DLC I guess the benefit of the doubt. At least they're selling it for reasonably cheap. As you said, the DLCs are usually, even some of the story DLCs is only like $3-4. Whereas compared to the aesthetic DLCs, I've seen them for 99 cents, $1.50, stuff like that, which is good. But what pisses me off is just like, as I was saying, the day one DLC where they basically have they have that portion of the game on the disc already, and they just cut it off and like, we're gonna sell this separately for $10 or for even $1 more. It's still outrageous that if you already bought the game, why are you taking pieces of the game out to sell it to me later? Like, I understand how that could be smart from a business standpoint, but we're getting screwed over as consumers because of that.
Like I bought a game, I forgot what game it was. Well, it said Game of the Year edition, but then later on they released something else. It might have been Borderlands.
Yeah.
Like a Halloween edition or some shit like that.
Yeah, some games do that. I have seen that. I have bought the season pass for every Call of Duty I have ever played, plus the other DLC. Do you think GameStop would buy it back? As of right now, I doubt it. Just because, like as we were saying, this is all just in theory, and as far as I know, just a rumor. Or actually, no, it's not a rumor because I think what does it say? The GameStop's vice president of GameStop's
They were in talks of it, yeah, but
he talked about spoke about digital content being buy-backable at the third annual GameStop Expo.
When it comes to, like, I'd rather hold on to a game than sell it to GameStop.
Oh yeah, well, are you saying GameStop or are you saying like gaming stores in general?
Well, the only one I know that will buy it, I do know of stores like Hastings or something that will buy it. They'll probably give me more money than GameStop.
Mm-hmm. So are you just against selling the game in general, or are you
I'm
just...
not against selling it if they would offer me a decent price, especially when I see a game just come out. Like, I'll wait to get it used, and then they're still selling a used game for like $5 or $10 cheaper.
Yeah, That's completely stupid. Because I mean, in other aspects of purchasing and stuff like that, like a car, I think is one of the things. Like the minute that thing fucking goes off the lot, it's used and it sells for half the price of what
you get jewelry. That's why I don't mess with pawn. So if you go and buy some jewelry and you go right to the store right then, and then like give you like $100.
Yeah, compared to the $500 or whatever you paid for it.
I just paid.
Yeah, and that's so ridiculous. Like I understand you have to make your money back and stuff like that, but at the same time, like you ain't got to make that much of a motherfucking profit. Goddamn, quit giving your CEOs $10,000 raises every 2 goddamn months, and we wouldn't have to worry about this.
Yeah, like I love buying from GameStop, but selling stuff,
See, and I don't even like, and I guess it's just because I've been, lately exclusive PC gamer, where I don't even go to GameStop to buy games.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a.
And my GameStop doesn't sell retro games. They don't even sell PS2 games anymore. Like they don't sell PS2 or Xbox. They only sell the last 2 generations of games.
See, the one I go to, they do well. I guess the main ones I saw were like DS games.
Well, yeah, they still sell DS. They sell 3DS. They sell PSP, PS Vita, as well as 360, PS3, Xbox One, Xbox 360, or PS4, Wii U. But they don't sell PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, the original one, Game Boy Advance. They don't sell of anymore. Anything like that, they don't sell anymore. And I'm just like, why? Like, I have to go to other stores to look for that, and it's even like another shop that's in my area that only usually sells just retro games. They do have newer stuff coming in sometimes, but they mostly sell Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Sega Master System, stuff like that. Like the stuff that I would to love to collect to add to my collection. They charge out the fucking ass for games.
I remember right before everybody was getting back into retro game, I bought a NES for like $20.
Man,
from
envy the
online
shit out
on
of you.
half.com or something, and it came with Super Mario 3. And then like the next week, I went to GameStop. They were selling the system for $50. I'm like, hey, I got mine for $20 just last week.
Yeah. Luckily, I mean, the N64 that I bought, I paid $35, I think, for it. And that's because it came with 2 controllers and 3 games, which I was like, all right, that's cool. It comes with some games, comes with an extra controller. That's good. I'll pay $30 for that. Luckily, my two Super Nintendos that I have, I got for free, but they're dog shit. Like the aesthetically, at least, they're dog shit. Like the cases that they're in are like smashed and like pieces are broken off of them, and the circuitry in one of them is actually broken, so it's doesn't work at all. And then the other one, the motherboard in it's starting to go out, so it sucks because and within the next couple months, my Super Nintendo will no longer work. But
I haven't played on Super Nintendo. I never did play on it.
It's amazing. I have games for it, which I'm like, I have games for the console, but I can't fucking play them. Because my Super Nintendos are going out.
Won't you go in there and just switch them out? Like switch the motherboard from the other one into that one?
Are you talking about the original NES?
Yeah.
They have an American
Super
patent version that you can get for like $20.
No, the Super Nintendo's the one I have.
Oh, the Super Nintendo.
But I have 2, and the reason I can't do that, Akasha, is because there's 2 versions of the Super Nintendo.
Oh.
Actually, you know what? I'll go grab them. Hold on. But there's 2 versions of the Super Nintendo, and they don't fit. So they have, let's see here. They have this old boxy one right here.
Let me switch my view here because I can't see.
And this is the one that I have. And like I said, it's it's got fucking busted up here. And you guys might be able to hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah.
There's like parts in there that are basically moving. Which there's no moving really parts in this. This one is the one that doesn't actually work.
Would you buy
the
one
one
of
that's
those
even
that
in worse
have,
condition,
the
as you guys can see, it's all busted
hear
up in the front,
Oh, okay.
and then busted up here on the side, and there's like a hole almost right here in the top. This one works, but of course the motherboard and it won't, aren't interchangeable because they're different models of the Super Nintendo. So I set these on my bed. So yeah, sadly, I can't interchange them because of the fact that they're, different models.
So
of the
would
Super
you
Nintendo.
buy one of those ones that have like 3-in-1, 2-in-1?
No, I would not. The only reason for that, like, I probably would. I don't know. I've had one in the past. My grandmother actually bought one for, I think it was a Super Nintendo, the regular Nintendo, and then the Sega Genesis, which I thought was awesome when I was little. But now that I don't play these necessarily for, to get the best gaming experience, I play them, because it's aesthetically and I want to collect them. I would want the originals,
I mean, they don't work, but they don't play the games or what?
What, these?
No, the 3-in-1.
No, they do. That's the thing, is they play the games that I want to play, but for me, it's having the original console that they were released on. It'd be basically like, for me, I can emulate all these. I have over,
so it's just not for just to play them. You want yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's like I want to, I want to hold the original NES controller. I want to hold the original Super Nintendo controller, It's just like, it's more of like a nostalgic feeling than anything, and that's why I don't really, I could full well, like I said, I have, on my external hard drive, I have well over 3,000 games just from Nintendo. I think it's over like 1,700 NES games, 800 freaking, what's it called? Super Nintendo, and then like over I think 500 N64 as well as Sega Genesis. I can play this on my computer with no problem, but the thing is I would rather have the physical copy of the game to pull up. I don't know if you guys can see it actually, but I have a TV up there that's all busted to shit. Right there. It just sits on my shelf. That I can sit there and play, and I would rather, I don't know, I'd just rather have the actual console to play it on. Welcome to the Stream Alcoholic. Hello. So yeah, I don't know, that's just, I'd rather have the physical copy of it. Like honestly,
I completely understand.
I mean, digital gaming, like digital distribution, like how through Steam and stuff like that is a fucking amazing, and I love Steam. But honestly, if I could get a hold of the games, like the Assassin's Creed series that I have through Steam, the Dishonored, like basically almost in the entire library of over 100 games that I have on Steam, if I could get physical copies of those, I would love it. And it's for like one or two reasons. When I built my PC, I put a disc drive in it. I spent like $35 on a fucking DVD drive, and I haven't used it since I put it in. Mm-hmm. Because they don't, like, I thought it was like, okay, so I'm gonna need, I'm gonna need to buy a disc drive because when I buy PC games and put them on there, and then I don't fucking use it. And I literally have not, like, actually, hold on. You guys hear that?
Switch back to the stream. Yeah, I can hear
that was the first time that thing has ever been opened on my, second time, because I had to load my OS on there through a disc. But it just, I really wish. I don't know. That's my standpoint.
I'm thinking about, I want to load one of my other laptops with dual, boot with like 98 or something, so I can play some of my old games.
Oh, some of the old, Yeah.
Instead of emulator.
Yeah, because my godmother had a game that I played all the time when I was little. It was like a Casper game, and it was fucking amazing.
I played the first set of Sesame Street games that came out on, what was it, DOS.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I grew up with that. I grew up with a computer that was just DOS. It wasn't.
I remember when Apple just had the monochrome screen with the Tandy on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, see, I was exclusively a console gamer until like 2 years ago, so.
PC all day, man.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with that now because it's so much better.
We thought we were doing something when we were doing the antsy art stuff in class. Wow, that was like top of the line. Making a Christmas tree? Really?
Mm-hmm. Playing the Oregon Trail.
Oh,
it's Oregon, not Oregon.
And the
asshole.
Oregon. No, there was two.
Oregon.
There's an Oregon and there's an Oregon Trail, like one with zombies.
Okay, well,
I pronounce it Oregon. All right.
Yeah, well, fuck off. That's not how we pronounce our goddamn state.
I don't care.
He's only saying that because he knows I live in Oregon.
Oh, listen, my aunt lives in Oregon too.
Yeah.
But the game was
And that's
Oregon.
not how you
Like
pronounce it.
Oregon.
I
No.
bought like something like it, like the bought the revamped version, and then I bought something called the Wagon Trail or some shit.
Yeah, didn't you play the Oregon Trail one time on stream?
Mhm.
Yeah,
But the newer one though.
the newer one, yeah. So I
I
don't
used
know.
to always die of dysentery.
Yes, I was just gonna say, like, what do you always die in that game? It's always dysentery.
And then
I love the
I
hunting
had you
parts.
and White Boy up like set up in there and y'all names, and On Fire arm got broken while we was riding in the car,
Woohoo!
and White Boy somehow ended up cracking his skull open in the car. I'm like, what the hell are they doing in the back seat?
We were wrestling.
I don't know how
No,
to feel
I'm
about
cooler. No, I'm cooler. No, I'm cooler.
Don't
Yeah.
touch me.
that. That's so
touched me.
fucking stupid.
He touched me.
Yeah, that was so
You there yet?
stupid.
And then
Yeah.
you would have to go out and like hunt for berries, but as soon as you pick a berry, here comes a bear.
Okay, so Shockwave Flash can eat a dick. Because I can't scroll on Chrome right now, and all the stories I have, I can't look at any of them because they've crashed.
Grrr.
Yeah. Okay, so one of them pulled up.
I know one of them is gonna be
Yes.
the three boobies.
Yes,
The
three
three
boobies will be.
Fake.
Yeah. God damn it! Fucking spoiler. All right. I had both stories pulled up. You douche.
And then like on one of the stories, she said something about something being real, but then she was talking about had them put the boobs there. I'm like, is it real? Come on now.
All right. We'll
What
save
makes
that
it
for
real?
later.
Then-
Because you guys
Okay.
spoiled it, assholes. All right, so actually, this is a game that I've been looking forward to a very long time, which is Kingdom Hearts 3. Actually, just today started my playthrough on Twitch of Kingdom Hearts 1. Amazing, and we've been waiting for Kingdom Hearts 3 for a long fucking time, and they've teased it off and on for the last like 2 years, and actually the lead designer, I'm not gonna fucking attempt to pronounce his name, but who basically was heading the project of Final Fantasy 15 is actually been moved over to Kingdom Hearts 3 and is devoting his 100% of his time to that installment. I'm fucking excited because this is just more saying that that they're going to be producing the Kingdom Hearts 3 because they released a trailer. I think it was a year ago, maybe, something like that, of Kingdom Hearts 3, and it was, and I was just fucking happy because it looked amazing.
I can tell you, how about you? Oh,
Yeah. So, it says the release date is planned. Oh, shit. The article was released today, and I didn't get a chance to look that closely at it. But apparently, the UK as well as the US release is scheduled for the last day of this year. Ah! I didn't read that! That's awesome! So it says development is going smoothly, and according to plan, some engineer-related issues have caused some hiccups, but otherwise going well. The scenario and the world selection have advanced. Design for Sora's and Riku's new outfits have been created. The development team have noted Sora's mobility being too high in the past entries. They cut it back, feeling that he was unstoppable and an invincible force of nature at latter levels. So yeah, they're getting a lot more stuff done, and apparently they're going to be releasing it, as I said, at the last day of this year. So that's fucking amazing. Has anybody else played any of the Kingdom Hearts games?
I haven't played any. I like the way I always wanted to play it, but I just haven't.
And On Fire, you said you hadn't?
I have not.
Because you can only play it on PlayStation, right?
PlayStation 2.
Well, the other one?
PlayStation
Yeah, I
2.
don't-
Well, I will help you set up an emulator and you can play it. Because it is...
Yeah, I do have that. I do have that.
Yeah, you do have the emulation. So, yeah, I'm fucking excited. I don't know if like I said, I don't know if anybody else watching this is excited about it. But I think that's fucking amazing, just for the fact that that's really cool. I think that's great that we are, going to be able to, hopefully by the end of the year, hopefully they don't end up pushing it back like they always fucking do. Hopefully they will, give us another Assassin's Creed. Sorry, I just looked at the article for Assassin's Creed. Another Kingdom Hearts game in the near future.
How do you feel about the Final Fantasy on Steam?
Final Fantasy on Steam? I've got no problem with it, because of the fact they're doing, okay, so I have mixed feelings. I take that back. So Final Fantasy, the ones they have on Steam right now, I think is 6, 7, and 8. Or maybe it's 4, 7, and 8. I have 7 and 8 on Steam. It pisses me off because they hinted at the initial release of the PlayStation 3 at an actual full HD remake, like re-release of Final Fantasy 7. Some of you guys may have saw the trailer, but it looked amazing that they did, and it's annoying that all they've done with the Final Fantasy 7 release on PC is just kind of updated it a little bit, made some of the landscapes look less shitty, because of course it was the first release on the PlayStation 1. It was basically what shot the PS1 and the RPG genre, made it blow up, and so it's frustrating that they've hinted at it so much that they may release a Final Fantasy VII HD remake, and then, it ended up going on PC. And when I heard it actually went on PC, of course this is a while back, I was freaking out because I was thinking, oh shit, now they've re-released Final Fantasy VII, and it's going to look amazing. And then when I actually bought it, it didn't really look all that different. It basically just, there was some smoother, textures and stuff like that, and that was about it. And I was just like, why? Why is this fucking assholes? But like I said, I mean, it's good that they're being re-released on their platforms. I kind of think where they're beating a mule right as of now, though, because they're just re-releasing it so they can make some extra cash off of it. I think honestly they need to go on ahead and re-release Final Fantasy VII, or they need to make better fucking Final Fantasy games, because I haven't played a newer Final Fantasy game since Final Fantasy X-2, which was released on the PS2, and I couldn't even.
How many are there?
There's over 30. But in the main story, or not the main story, but the main line, there are. Let's see here. I think there's like 18, because there's a couple of games that have, like Final Fantasy X has Final Fantasy X-2, which is in the same chronological, in the same story, and then you have 11, 12, 13. I think 13 has 3 iterations of it, which is I think it's 13, 13-2, and then 13-2 Lightning Returns, and then 14, and that may have another 14-2 or whatever, and then there's 15, which is going to be released. I don't know when the actual release date is for it. But yeah, I haven't played the new Final Fantasy games. I played 10, or 12, I mean, and that was complete shit. I could see you making head movements there on fire. I didn't like it. I didn't like the battle system. They switched everything from, turn-based combat to action RPG, which I don't necessarily have an issue with, but at the same time, I don't know. The story was complete shit for me, so I was just kind of like, if the gameplay isn't going to be enjoyable for me and the story is complete shit, then I'm not going to play it. Because for me, story and gameplay are what make a game. If the graphics on a game look complete shit, oh well. I'm not, I'm not worried about it.
Tell everybody about your experience with Resident Evil.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
The last one you played.
Oh, I'm playing Resident Evil 6 now with Sam. We're doing a co-op playthrough, and it's going to be released here. Well, not here, but it's going to be released on the Uncontrolled Gamers community YouTube channel.
How do you like it?
It is complete fucking dog shit. It is. It is. It's not scary at all, which, as many of you guys know, Resident Evil is a survival horror series. It's not all that scary. Yes, there are some jump scares, and I'm not gonna lie. I think I actually screamed within the first 10 minutes of the game. But I think that and one other instance is the only time that I've actually jumped or had a jump scare or anything. Sadly, there is no face cam for the series, just for the fact that when I did have face cam, it lagged really bad, so we just cut the face cam off. But it's complete shit. Complete shit. Welcome to the stream, Mr. V. What the fuck are you doing, dude? You making coffee?
Oh, okay. I thought that was a coffee maker. Just wondering.
So, the other gaming news story that I had, was Assassin's Creed, which I know OnFire doesn't give two shits about, and Akasha is kind of just at the same time. But I still wanted to talk about, the Assassin's Creed, just because, some of you guys may know Unity is being released sometime, I think it's actually November 11th, 3 days before my birthday. Woo! But I probably won't be able to get it. Yeah. You know my birthday was in November? Hello?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, yes, you.
Oh.
Because you said, what? So I was like, what, you didn't know my birthday was in, November?
Well, no, I didn't. But
Okay. Well,
I can remember that because my son's birthday is November, so it'd be...
When's his birthday?
27th.
Oh, mine's the 14th. So Madkill says that 6 sucks. I do agree with that. Honestly, I've heard 4 is the best. I don't like survival horror. It's not my thing. It's just something I don't enjoy. But, you know, I don't know, it's just not my thing. I actually, and honestly, I think the biggest reason for that is because of Assassin's Creed, or not Assassin's, because of Resident Evil, and the reason for that being, I played Resident Evil 2, I think it was 2, it was, I can't remember what game it was. It was for the PlayStation 1. I know that it was Resident Evil, why can't I think of it? Shit, I can't remember what it was, but I played it when I was little, and I think I cried. I just couldn't fucking do it. I couldn't do it. And I think that's what ruined survival horror for me. I got so scared when I was little that it's like scarred me that I don't do it at all.
I remember when you watched my video, some video made Cry of Fear or something.
Oh, man, fuck you. That was so... I wasn't even expecting it. I just saw that it was a fucking video that Akasha had put out, and my mom's in the back fucking sleeping, right? And I watched that shit, and okay, the only reason I screamed is because she fucking screamed. Because y'all know, if you know her, if you've seen any of her videos, if you've been in any of the streams when she does any kind of survival horror, she is a screamer. She screams, I scream, my mom screams, but she ain't screaming out of like, you know, what the fuck, she's screaming out of, boy, what the fuck? Welcome to the stream, Drop Dead Gothic, that scared the shit out of me, though.
Yeah, the couch. I thought the couch was something, and I screamed because I went around the corner and saw something there.
And I don't even think I was literally watching the video. I was, I think I was looking, I think it was editing or something, and I had the video playing in the background, just listening to it. Mm-hmm. And she screamed, and then I screamed, and then, woke my mom up, and she was pretty pissed. But you never know. So, as I was talking about earlier, before we went back to fucking... Resident Evil. Assassin's Creed Unity is being released on November 11th, I think is the exact day. So they have announced a season pass for Assassin's Creed Unity, which is cool. I did say welcome, fucker. I welcomed him, didn't I?
No, you welcomed Drop Dead Gothic.
Oh.
I remember. Man, review the footage. When this goes up on YouTube, $100 says that I fucking welcomed him. So a lot of Assassin's Creed fans have been begging for an Asian perspective, I guess, from the Assassin's Creed franchise. Basically, having it based in China or Japan or Korea or something like that. Because, you know, assassins are kind of like ninjas, and this is kind of stereotypic and maybe a little racist. Ninjas are Asian, and that's amazing. So... yeah, we wanted an Assassin's Creed game based in, you know, Asia or an Asian culture. And so they have, they're basically going to do a short campaign that is going to be only available for people who buy the season pass of Assassin's Creed Unity. And the game is basically going to be like a separate game, which is it's called Assassin's Creed Chronicles China.
So they are willing to make a China-based one, but they couldn't make a female character.
No, she is female.
Oh, okay, tell me something. About to say. Not that I give shit if they make a female character or not, but they was making a big deal about the female character before.
No, that wasn't Assassin's Creed.
Blah.
That wasn't Assassin's
Okay.
Creed. That was I think
Okay.
it was Far Cry when we were talking about that.
Far Cry?
I think it was
Are you
Far
sure?
Cry. It might have been Assassin's Creed. No, it was Assassin's Creed, and that was for they were saying okay, so for Assassin's Creed, you play as a single character majority of the time. You play off of, their story. So they were saying, well, it doesn't make sense for us to make a female character when we've already basically written the story based around Arno, which is the protagonist in Assassin's Creed Unity. Why would we do that? Why would we scrap an entire story we've written, to do that?
Okay.
But in Assassin's Creed Chronicles China, you do play as Xiao Jun. It's probably not how you actually pronounce it, but she is a female protagonist. And she was actually trained under Ezio I can't say his last name, Auditore, which he is actually the main antagonist or protagonist in Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, as well as Revelations. And you can actually get a sneak peek of this. There's actually a little short film, a little short animated film that was released sometime after Revelations. They actually talk about it right now. It was released in 2011 called Assassin's Creed Embers. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I think it's about a half hour long, but it kind of shows the whole, her, Xiao, coming to Ezio looking for help, basically saying her clan or her brotherhood in China is not going so well, and she needs to be trained by the Master Assassin, which the only Master Assassin is Ezio. So I'm excited, but it also sucks that this is just it's a 2D platform. It's a 2.5D side-scrolling platformer. So it's not a full. Yeah, it is a badass short. I'm glad that you fucking. Actually, your local panda is Midnight Panda Games. He's one of our members.
Oh, okay.
So welcome,
Okay.
Panda, to the stream, man. I do appreciate you coming out. Yes, I'm excited because Assassin's Creed is just it's one of the franchises that it's kind of like, regardless of the game, I'm probably just gonna be, shut up, here's my money.
Take my
So
money. And then it's gonna go on sale.
yeah. It's like fucking Dishonored. Oh my god. Okay, so guys, I bought Dishonored to do a let's play or a playthrough on the community channel. 3 fucking days later, after I paid, it was like $30 or $40 for it. It was on sale. The Game of the Year edition was on sale for
All
like
the time.
$10.
Every time I do
fucking time.
Yep.
And it's
That's
like,
why I buy them when they're
oh!
I bought Tropico 4, and then 2 days
free,
later,
right?
bam, it went on sale for
Good night, man.
15%
Talk to you later. What up, Busy? Welcome out to the stream, sir. But yes, you were displeased with Dishonored. I love Dishonored. I thought it was amazing, and I think it's still amazing because I haven't finished it.
You shut your whore mouth about Assassin's Creed.
She's referring to a video Sam did, and he was talking shit about Assassin's Creed, and I commented, and, you shut your whore mouth!
Whore mouth.
Because Assassin's Creed's amazing. Welcome to the stream, Sharkster. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited because, Assassin's Creed is amazing, and I'm excited for Unity because it goes back to the roots of what Assassin's Creed was. You playing as an actual assassin fighting against the Templars, which is kind of why I like the game. Whereas as Black Flag, you're playing as a pirate, where you're kind of bouncing back and forth, fucking with both the assassins.
Yeah, I got it free too.
And then fucking with the Templars, which I guess it's cool because they wanted to give like a fresh perspective of the game, but it definitely wasn't as good as previous iterations of the game because I preferred to play as an assassin and as to fucking fuck people over or fuck the assassins over, and I think it gave a lot more to the story, and that's good because Assassin's Creed Unity is doing so, whereas the other new Assassin's Creed game that's coming out the same fucking day, I think, or it may have been pushed back, I'm not 100% sure, which is Assassin's Creed Rogue, where you're actually playing as a Templar the entire time, from what I've heard at least. And that bothers me, and I probably will still pick it up, but it's still going to bother me that I have to play as a Templar because I don't like Templars. I like the Assassins. If I was able to do parkour, I'd get so many bitches. So many bitches. So yeah. Okay, dude, you can't even lie. If you can fucking do parkour, dude, you would get so many bitches. That is awesome. It's just like the same thing, like, if you can break dance and shit, you know? Like, those, I don't know, for me, like, growing up and shit like that, like, I was like, what? Like, because, like, going through, like, middle school and high school stuff, the kids who could dance, and the kids, basically the kids who could dance and shit got all the girls. My fat ass can't dance. I can't dance. I never got no girls growing up. So like, parkour isn't a. I don't want a bitch. Well, okay. The same thing. I want a woman who cooks and cleans.
Yeah, can I have one of those? Yeah, she can take over some of these duties.
But I don't know. I just think parkour like has become a style of dance as well. So it just kind of like falls into the category of you'd get so many bitches if you could dance. So, yeah. I'm fucking talentless.
Try, at least? Did you try?
Dance?
Did you try to pop lock and stuff?
Yeah, when I was little.
Pop, lock, and roll.
Yeah, like when I was smaller. I ain't doing that shit now because I ain't finna embarrass myself like that.
I did the truffle shuffle, and I did just fine.
I'll do the truffle shuffle with On Fire. We'll just sit in the corner doing truffle shuffle, not getting nobody.
We'll both be holding up our shirts, and we'll just be in the corner during the high school dance.
Yeah,
what's going on?
You want some of this? They're like, no, I ain't wanted that. I don't want none of that. But yeah, I don't know. I think I don't even know. Like, what were we talking about? Talking about Assassin's Creed, the women's parkour, and then getting bitches. So yeah, I don't know. Is anybody like? So nobody else besides me has played Assassin's Creed in the call.
Oh wait, no,
I played a little bit.
I've played a little bit of Assassin's Creed. I don't own it.
Okay.
I've played it of friends on a console. Well, I definitely.
It's really a rapper.
How it is, but
I've done a little bit, but nothing to count for anything.
I attempted rapping. Let it be known. Everybody here in this call knows.
You ain't a killer, but don't push her.
It was not good.
Well, I ain't doing no freestyle. Fuck all that. I wrote some lyrics.
If Sam was here,
No.
Sam would freestyle for
No,
us.
he wouldn't.
Did you use the beatbox?
Me?
At least? Yeah.
No. Well, yeah, when I was on the toilet. That's about it.
It would have been better if he said the shower, but
No.
Not the shitter. The
I don't know. I get bored while I'm taking this shit, so I just. I don't know. Just bored as
I
fuck.
said beatboxing. I didn't say that. That's some techno stuff.
Is the same shit?
No, it's not the same.
Yeah, it is, because you making music with your voice or your throat.
That don't sound nothing like no Biz Marquee stuff.
You're talking about the Fat Boys?
No,
Well, I know who Biz Marquee is, but the Fat Boys do beatbox too.
I know. I know.
God damn it.
Anyways.
So yeah, why? So since we started off with gaming, does anybody else have any gaming news? No. Okay. So let's go on ahead to a fucking story that these two assholes already ruined.
fake.
Okay. So there was a article that popped up 2 days ago about a woman who got a third titty. She got a third one. She basically had it implanted. Basically, she paid $20,000 to get a third breast implanted on her chest, sitting right between her two titties. She said it was basically reconstructed out of skin from her stomach, silicone, and she actually had the areola, basically the area around the nipple, tattooed on. Which, fuck that. That's a lot.
Not just imagine if you had 3 titties, all that.
That's
so
some total
3
recon.
twitties that be sweating.
Now
and
listen, that's one too many. I mean, I got 2 hands. Okay, I understand.
Well, you got a mouth.
I understand I have a mouth, but that's just awkward. All right,
That's some total
especially if
recon
I'm
shit.
doing my business, and I already got my hands occupied. I don't need to be like trying to.
Trying to do 2 at
You know
one
what? If
time.
I bring these 2 hands together, it will look like I'm popping a pimple. but But
I don't want to think about popping pimples while I'm fucking. That's just nasty.
I heard that she said that she did it. Now, of course, obviously, I understand this is fake, but
Yes.
I had read that someone stated that she said the reason why she did it was because she wanted to look ugly. On purpose.
That's the reason. She said that's the reason that she got the third tit was basically because she wanted to look ugly, so she didn't want to date anymore. So that's the reason why she did it. She didn't want to be attracted to other, she didn't want dudes looking at her like.
Warning: this is for entertainment purposes only.
So, besides the fact that everybody threw this whole thing in, huge fame overnight. And it's been like that for the last couple weeks, but nobody knew that
it was only happened 2 days ago.
Oh, 2 days ago, whatever. It feels like a week. So, but nobody knows that this picture existed years ago. Photoshop, of course. Years ago it existed, and it was running around the internet. But nobody made a big stink about it until somebody could come up with a nice storyline for it.
When I first saw the picture, I thought she was cosplaying the damn alien on
Total Recall? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it too because I actually watched Philip DeFranco's. I subscribe to him, and he does a lot of news-based stuff. It's where we get a lot of the some of the world news from that we do here on the podcast. And it basically I was like kind of vaguely listening, and I looked up and titties. I'm like, what the fuck? Because there's one. Why is there the third one there? And then of course I tuned in because I saw titties. So.
So not only did people believe that story. All right, then people believed about the new feature that came out in iOS 8 for the Apple iPhones, that you could put your phone into the microwave and recharge the battery within seconds.
I know people didn't try that shit.
Yes they did. Yes they did.
So before we start going into that, I want to show exactly how, she was caught for, being fake. Apparently she was at the airport and decided she ended up had some baggage lost, and they actually couldn't find it. So she, she said one black nylon roller bag with, this bitch writes in cursive, and I hate that because I can't read it all well. But her last item on the list is a 3-breasted prosthesis. So yeah, that's basically how they found out that it was fake. Whoever basically, was doing that, after she had filled out the lost, form, I'm guessing had heard the story about, the 3-titted chick, and recognized at least, because I don't know if this is the picture of her actually, or is this just,
Somebody threw extra boob on somebody?
The original picture, I believe, was made out of Photoshop. She may have then went and purchased it, but as far as I know, the original was Photoshop.
Okay, so we'll either way, basically they found out that, or I'm guessing the TSA or whoever had basically taken this report and was looking over it. Oh wait, hold on, does it say 3 titties right there? And then basically reported that or told reporters that no, that story that happened a couple days ago about the titties with the third one and the tattooed areola. Yeah, that's fake because I literally have right here.
You can't even fart in public no more without somebody filming it, YouTubing it, or something.
Snitching. But it took less than 24 hours. Or actually, I think it took about 24 hours to actually prove that she was fake. I honestly, I didn't believe. Or I did believe it because I was like, well, it's not the weirdest thing that I fucking heard someone doing, I mean, I wasn't necessarily, oh, that's, that's not right, or that's not, that's fake, but I just don't understand why, why someone would do that. Why would someone...
Fame.
Yeah,
5 minutes of fame?
Yeah.
That's all she wanted.
But...
It's like anybody else. You gotta come up with some loot. You know what? That's how you get popular, white boy.
So yeah, no, is that what I gotta do? I gotta throw on a third titty and then I'll be popular?
No, for you, you gotta
do a third titty
testicle.
Yeah, I gotta throw on a third nut?
Yep.
I'll just split one of mine in two.
No!
See, Akasha's like feeling the pain, and I'm like,
I don't even have them, but ooh.
So
go on ahead with your little iPhone story. I actually
Yeah.
have a little bit extra on that, on some iPhone stuff.
yeah, people did the microwave thing, which was quite outrageous, and then now, all of a sudden, it's just coming out now that people are actually realizing that the new iPhone 6 is bendable.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say.
Not obviously as a
Extra feature.
extra feature, which there are some videos about that, which are obviously fake as well. But you have to expect that over the years, Apple's gone to the aluminum body, style, and aluminum is obviously bendable. It's more pliable than most metals. So you just put it in your pocket, and if you keep it in there long enough, plus the heat of your body, it's going to warm up the metal, and then it's going to conform to the way your skin is. And
So
in your
kind of
pocket,
like a wallet.
right?
Yeah.
So in your pocket, especially if you're wearing tight jeans, which just about everybody, especially the fat people, wear really tight jeans. So then you stick that.
Sure the fuck don't. I buy 3 sizes too damn big. I ain't wearing those jeans.
I can't walk around like that.
Yeah, I can't. I have nuts.
It just conforms, and it's not so much to say that the phone is inoperable after a small amount of it has bended, but it definitely does say that the glass could actually pop out. The sensors in the glass, the touch sensitivity can actually go out as well.
And this is what? How many days after that? After the release of the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, and then we're already hearing about issues that they're having with it.
2 days.
No, really? Was it released on the 22nd, or was it the? I think it's more than that. I don't know the exact date of it, but
And people waited how long in line?
a year. Oh yeah, a year. They've waited at least 24 hours in line. It's
Up to a week or something like that.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
2 days ago.
Really, man, time flies. Honestly, I thought that was. I guess time is slow. I honestly thought that it was going to be. It was a while back. Samsung versus Apple. I guess yes, I do like Samsung products. I'm not gonna lie. But for me, it's more Android versus iOS. Android 100% over iOS. You get more of availability and variety.
This is what he's saying by Samsung versus Apple. That Samsung's phone looks exactly the same as the iPhone Plus, the iPhone 6 Plus.
Oh yeah,
They're
I know what you mean. You're talking about. He's basically talking about
the same size. And the curved glass or curved edges looks like the Samsung.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Samsung obviously did come out with that idea first. And there is the argument, of course, that most of the features that is on the iOS devices now have been on Android devices for a long time, as long as you can download the app to do those things. So
yeah, I know what you mean. I understand what you're talking about. The the Galaxy line is better than the iPhone line. I was just talking about from me. I don't it doesn't matter what company does it, because right now I have an LG phone, and I have no I don't care. I prefer Android over iOS. I understand that you prefer Samsung. I'm just saying I don't care what company it's from. I just prefer Android over I've had a Samsung phone. I've had an LG phone. I've had a Nokia phone. I've had them all, but I don't care what company it's from as long as it's fucking durable and the phone works and it's not complete shit. I could give a shit less what company it's from as long as it's running.
I'll wait
Android.
for an iOS emulator, like my Android emulator.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way I'll use a iOS stuff emulator.
So why? What do you like about iOS? Because you are the only one in the call that prefers.
No, I don't
Mac.
like.
No, I'm talking
iOS.
about OnFire.
Oh.
OnFire is a Mac user, an Apple supporter, where we are not. So why?
It's just for me. It's just
simplistic?
smooth, seamless. It's got simplistic. Yeah.
The simplicity is that where simplicity?
Right.
Well, I do agree.
Apps are pretty powerful. Go ahead. You agree? Apple is
more simplistic. It is a lot simpler.
The main thing for me is the price, number one.
That is true. iPhones are expensive.
I will say this, okay, for price wise, yes. So I understand markup is quite high on these things because of basically just the name. You're purchasing the name. I understand that. But out of every time I bought an Apple product, unlike when I've had Android phones, obviously. I started out with Android phones. And I, at that time, was like, Apple. And then I had gotten an iPhone for the first time, and that was the only Apple device I ever had. I didn't have a Apple iPod or anything like that. I had used, I think the first iPod that I got was actually a Dell. It was a Dell jukebox, and it literally was like this tall and that thick, and it only held 100 songs. It was like when the first MP3 players came out. But when I got it, it lasted me. I could literally keep this phone without upgrading it. I could literally keep this phone for probably 3 to 6 years, depending on how many obvious versions they go through. Back when we first started doing the iPhone, when it first came out, and I bought the first iPhone, which at that point in time was $600 as well. But that I paid full price for it because it was going to be a Christmas present for my wife, number one, and then she decided she didn't want it, so it was a present for myself. Ex-wife. But anyway, I
love how I have to call him out on that. Like,
it's a habit.
Yeah, I understand. I'm just saying.
But
it's when you got a break, though.
They didn't have a phone coming out every year when they first put out the iPhone. It was like a phone every other year or every year and a half. But I think it was like every other year. And then it just started. They're trying to catch up with like Samsung and everybody else that are putting a phone out every 8 months.
Well, because you got to think about it. It's Samsung, Nokia, LG, all those other companies against Apple, because those are the only competing. Well, okay, and I guess Windows now, Microsoft. It's been primarily all these other companies ganged up on Apple because all these other companies are building on one platform, whereas Apple's building on their own platform. So I can understand I still think it's stupid that they're putting it out every year. I'd much rather them this is coming from somebody who doesn't give a shit about the iPhone. I just think it's a smarter business decision to prolong the release of a phone or any product than trying to beat the competition on like a time scale.
I completely agree. I don't feel that, being that they just came out with iPhone 6, I have the iPhone 5S. I do not need to go and buy an iPhone 6 right now. I do not have a need to do it. My phone is already up on the latest operating system. So, and that's exactly what the iPhone 6 is going to have on it. Although, of course, it's going to have a couple other features that I'm not going to have in a better camera. But big whoop. I enjoy my current phone now. Yeah. I have no issues with it. It doesn't have any problems. The battery life is still great on it after having it for a year and a half now. So I have no complaints. But then I also have a MacBook that, which obviously, we're talking about phones here, but this computer I've had for the last 2 years, and I haven't had a single issue with it, and I dual boot Windows on it.
So yeah, another thing I was going to say, the only way, like, say if I was in your position, the only reason I would upgrade would be to get the 6 Plus, just because of the fact that it has a bigger screen, which is basically the biggest reason why Samsung is winning in the so-called race, is because of the size of the fucking screen. Yeah.
I could care less about the size of the screen. I actually care more about the camera.
Well, yeah.
The cameras on the iPhones have notably been almost the best, although that can obviously be argued as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's all based on preference.
A lot of my videos I've made with my iPhone, and that's one reason why I would upgrade if I was, doing a lot of video making again. Just, that's probably why I would upgrade. But right now I wouldn't.
I don't think I could upgrade for that $600 price point.
I
that's
remember
fucking
Well,
ridiculous.
there was a time that people didn't want a big clunky phone, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I
Not
think
that
it's
it's
different.
clunky, but-
I think the difference between now and then is it was just big as dog shit because there was nothing there. You know, it was just big for no fucking reason. Well, I guess there was reason behind it, but with touchscreen, the bigness is the bigger screen, the more amount of space you can have on it, the more stuff you can have on your physical screen. They're basically
I see
just
people hold them phones and they actually don't even use a earpiece. They just holding this big old phone up to their head.
mm-hmm, just like this. Like I actually did
Like
that
a
a couple days
tablet.
ago. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't ever think it should get to a tablet size. Like, I think that's when it needs to be kind of cut back. But, like how big the iPhone 6 Plus is, that's awesome. And I would love to, of course I would probably choose an Android, opposite of that, the Galaxy S5 or something. But I think, bigger screen is amazing. And I think the reason I don't have an issue with it is because I wear, either sweats or pants with long, fucking big-ass pockets, so I really don't have to worry about the whole, not fitting in my pockets and shit. Which I know that's what a lot of people were complaining, or a lot of people were like, oh, I'm not going to get the 6 Plus just because they won't fit into my pockets. And it's like, well, we're fucking pants that aren't suction cupped to your goddamn nutsack, dude.
Jenko jeans, man. Jenko jeans.
Ooh, Jinkos!
Oh, okay. I thought you said Django.
Big ass pockets.
I mean, like, I literally have a pair of pants in my closet, and I actually wore them, like, 2 days ago, that the pocket literally goes to my knee.
Damn.
Yeah, like, it's literally...
You're lost in there.
Yeah, it's, like, that big. I love it.
Hey, if you really wanted to play pocket pool.
Right? I know, I could straight off full-on stroke it.
Sneaking stuff into the movie theater.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
that what goes to the movie theater, I'm just saying.
No, I sure do when I do it. I'll wear those pants every single time.
Anyway, now that we're on the topic of stroking it through pants.
No, we were
pocket-
talking about hiding stuff in my pants to take to the movie theater.
Yeah. Some lobby or something?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Something. Just a big
Well,
chunk of sausage.
It's past 10, my friend.
We
I
have
know
one
that
more
you
topic. One more
Probably
topic.
want to keep going.
One more. This one is... Alright. So, in China, there is a nursing home that basically doesn't have the funds to run it. Which, sucks because, when people get old, sometimes their family can't take care of them. So they put them in homes. But basically what happened is this certain institute was not able to have enough funds to hire workers. So they ended up hiring a man who was clinically insane. They knew that upon hiring him. Said, hey, we won't be able to pay you. But what we're going to do is we're going to give you room and board. And you do get to eat, but the only thing you get to eat is whatever's left after the residents eat. So, which of course, isn't necessarily a lot, because some of these old people eat a lot. So basically what he did is he was asking, some of the residents, hey, you want to go on ahead and say a little bit of that for me, that way I can eat. And it had basically gotten to the point where they were basically telling him no, like the residents were saying no. He basically cut 4 men's nutsack. Cut their balls off. Yeah. And the last meal that he was asking about, guess what it was?
Oh God, I don't want to know.
It was meatball casserole. So, like, he basically, he went and asked, he's like, he asked some of the residents that he takes care of, and he's like, hey, you go ahead and save a little bit of that for me, and it was the meatball casserole. And then they were like, no, my food, fuck off, basically. And, he proceeded to take a razor to 4 of the, he tied up 4 of the residents and took a razor blade to their fucking nuts off, cutting 6 of them off before being stopped by other staff. That's terrible. Yeah. And basically what he did is he cut them off and he just kind of left them there. Didn't sew them back up or nothing like that. And apparently all the condition of the men who did have their nutsack cut off are in stable condition, so they didn't die.
But does that make him insane, or does that just make him really hungry?
No, he was already diagnosed prior to being hired as clinically insane. They hired him knowing that fact. Because they were like, well, we're understaffed. Fuck it. So, yeah, he cut some of his old residents off. I think I actually have the one of the guys was 62 years old. A 70-year-old man.
Sorry, they weren't using it anyways.
An 81-year-old man and a 53-year-old man lost one.
53-year-old might have been using them, but I don't know.
Well, you're making my balls hurt, and I don't have any.
Well, you got ovaries, which are basically the same.
Yeah, you got chesticles. You have chesticles.
So yeah, that's, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I should be like mad at the guy, mad at the institution, or what. Like, I have mixed feelings because I'm like, first off, why are you hiring this guy? You know that he's clinically insane. Like, he has documentation saying, hey, I'm a cuckoo. I'm fucking cuckoo for goddamn Cocoa Puffs. And they still proceeded to hire him and let him work there. And at the same time, I'm just like, how hungry did he have to get where he was just like, you know what? I'm cooking your nuts. I'm gonna cook them just how I cooked this goddamn fucking this meatball casserole, and I'm gonna eat them just the same. I don't know how I felt about that.
My stomach hurt.
On the real though, how do you think? Like, what do you think the texture of them are?
No. Anyway.
Come on.
Listen, I watched the Fear Factor and watched them eat full testicles. All right.
Man, that was a shit. I love that fucking show. So in the apocalypse, say, not a zombie apocalypse, but just the apocalypse, say World War III, happens and we're completely, fucked over, like, and you had to resort to cannibalism.
No.
No?
You can have it all.
You just like
I'll be eating grass and trees.
You'll be strictly vegan. You're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna eat grass and shit.
I eat some snow, make me a snow cone.
Make sure it ain't yellow.
But lemon's the favorite.
Oh god. So yeah, that is the end of our stories. It's fucking terrible. I feel I don't know, I have mixed feelings because I'm just like, I feel bad for the guy because he got hungry to the point where he had to resort to something like that. But at the same time, I'm mad because they hired him knowing his conditions. Like, why would you put? It'd be like, I don't think it would ever happen here in the U.S. But like if my grandmother, which is in a nursing home, if ever got put into like an institute like this, I don't know how I would feel. I mean, of course, she doesn't have to worry because, she ain't got nuts, but, still. So, what is everybody going to be doing this following week? I guess just Akasha, since On Fire isn't necessarily doing anything for the community. So that's showing support.
I don't know yet. I just don't know.
Our end
To
segment.
be determined.
To be determined. For me, I'm going to be... my schedule for the YouTube channel is Wednesday, which is today, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And I think Sunday as well. And I will be uploading Dishonored through the entire week. Through that entire time. Me and Sam might start uploading the Resident Evil by the time the next podcast is up. I don't know yet. We haven't made the decision because we're waiting on a thumbnail. Which I don't know when it's going to get done because, as you guys noticed, if you guys noticed, our new thumbnail was made. Or our new thumbnail. Our new avatar was made, and it's fucking amazing.
It is pretty cool.
It is. I love it. It's simplistic. It's easy to recognize, and we're going to be using that and he's in the middle of right now actually doing the channel art for Twitch, for YouTube, for the Facebook page, as well as for Twitter and all that kind of stuff. So maybe, I'm not promising anything about, of course, because this is a lot more detailed work than the logo was. But maybe by next week we might have at least maybe some sketches or maybe something to show you guys, which I'm excited for. And then I've actually decided, since I only stream once on once scheduled on the here on the Twitch channel, when I do stream, I'm just going to pick one of the 100 games that I have not played, and just fucking play.
And I keep trying to get him to get more.
Yeah, she keeps like, oh, this one's free, go on and get it. I got too many games! I can't play! No, like, honestly, okay, so, there is...
You want a bundle?
Yeah. I have literally, like, over 60% of the games that I own not played, or I've played, like, 5 minutes of it, and that is it, because I haven't had time to do so. So, I think we're gonna end it here. Our Facebook giveaway is still going on, and it probably will still be going on by the time this actually goes up. Our Twitter giveaway actually was finished today, and our thumbnail artist actually won, which I know seems kind of fishy, but I did show photographic proof that he did win, not just giving to the community or giving it to him. So if you haven't already, do go enter in that giveaway. All you have to do is like the Facebook page and like the status that has been posted about the giveaway, and you enter in a chance to win for some Steam games. And we might be doing some giveaways here on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube channel, and maybe another one on the Twitter within a relative amount of time. Haven't decided yet when we're going to be doing them, because that costs money. So, yep. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did not know, if you guys are watching this while it's up on the YouTube channel, we do the podcast live on Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central Time, and 9 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesdays. So, as you guys can see, these guys are going insane. So we're going to head out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys later.
Peace! Titties.